Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
Hey YouTube, Long Boys Post 1975. It's been a while since I've done a to the camera, don't know why I'm pointing at the camera, to, you know, accentuate what I'm doing, never mind, a vlog, and this might seem like a little bit of a random one, but something happened today that was absolutely wonderful, and it shouldn't have installed as much happiness in me as it did, but then at the same time I'm pretty sure we all have this item, this nostalgic item, you know, this comfort toy from our childhood, if you will. Anyway, I posted a picture on Facebook, a few people have seen it, but how do I even start this vlog? Bottom line is this. What is the question? Where do I point? I don't know. What is the one childhood toy that you could not live without? You know, you refuse when people try to, you know, throw it out, whether it be your parents, your wife, you know, your friends who laugh at, you know, upon you for having such a, you know, an attachment to something. And I want to say, I'm going to say it's this. This is Hogglespike in all his glory. He's a stuffed, homemade hedgehog. Right, and why is he so important to me? If you read my Facebook post, you'll understand that as a child, I'm a twin, I was scared of the dark, and in the room at the time there were bunk beds. That didn't detract from my being scared of the dark, but I just thought I'd put it in there and give you a little scenario. And yeah, and a family friend member made Hogglespike. Now, as you can see, he, you know, clearly homemade. This is carpet. He's got ears. He's got button eyes. Oh, and the little feet, because the family friend member didn't give him to me with feet. He was supposed to be like a nighttime comfort, which is if you're scared. Bear in mind, people, I was 3. If you're scared, talk to Hogglespike, and it worked. I coped, or, you know, got over my fear of the dark. But my mum said he needs feet. So she cut up like a curtain and made him these wicked little feet. Now the funny thing is, I've had him since I was 3, but we don't actually know how old he is because the family member passed away. But clearly, when we got it, Sorry, Hogglespike. When we got him, don't ask me why I call him Hogglespike. I just thought hedgehog, Hogglespike, good name. I'm gonna patent that name. Yeah, when we got it, it was clearly, you know, already old. So I mean, I'm 38 and I'm talking about my plushie as a child. Screw it, I'm doing it. But he could be older than me. You know, realistically, he could be older than me. I'm not saying massively older than me, but could be older than me. But anyway, my mum made him little feet because, you know, she thought he needed feet, and I loved it. And he was my companion that got me, you know, over my fear of the dark. And you know when people say like you shouldn't babysit kids, it's the modern world of parenting, I say bollocks. Stuff like this is a wonderful, helpful tool. Look at his lilies. Anyway, yeah, I've had this since I was 3. Now there are many things in my life that I've recycled. I've even recycled some of my Generation 1 Transformers, you know, some of my Thundercat figures and some of my He-Man figures. And there's one thing that I simply could not do because of what he means to me, and I could not ever get rid of Hogglespike. I don't know if a charity shop would take him. They're not fucking having him, and I would never put him in the rubbish. But I have such attachments. I'm not saying like, you know, I'm mentor or anything, like I cannot live without him, but I have such an attachment to him. I have so much affection. You know when you look at something and you get a cascade of wonderful, wonderful memories, and you remember all this stuff, and that's Hogglespike to me. Anyway, I've had him back for a few years. Sorry, Hogglespike, you were in the attic, you know, my parents' attic, for ages, and then I found you, and immediately I was just like, oh, you're Hogglespike. I picked you up, and we, you know, Febrezed you and cleaned you and shit, and you've sat on my bedside counter, you know, since this side, so that's why you can't see him that side. yeah, I have such a strong you know, you can call me a whiner, you know, overly mentally attached, but I have such a strong attachment to this. Just, I look at this, I think I literally breathe my childhood. And so I said I had bunk beds, but I used to sit on the top bed and my parents would turn the light out, and once I got him, I would hold Hogglespike and I would, you know, tell him, oh, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, and he didn't talk back, because that would be fucking scary. And yeah, you know, got over my fear of you know, like being scared of the dark. Again, people, I was 3, keep some perspective on that. And I had him, and I think he got probably put into the parents' attic when I was about, I don't know, 10 or something. But when I found him, I was genuinely really happy that we found Hogglespike. And the other day, I don't know if you can see that, but his eyes are buttons. One of his eyes peeled over, and I was more upset and worried about this than I was any of my consoles dying. You know, hell, my Dreamcast died the other day, and my Genesis is on the way out, but I cannot have that, I cannot have that. So I gave it to my mum, and I was really, this makes me sound so weird, I was really, like, worried. I'm like, Mum, can you fix him? It's not $60 million man, but can you fix him? Can you please fix his eye without, like, doing anything that will make him look different than he is now? And she was like, I can have a go. Look, his little mouth and his nose are just like stitches. Brilliant. Sorry, I'm 3 again. And she goes, I'll have a go. And she put really tiny stitches around the outside. I don't know how to sew. Maybe that's really easy. To me, it felt like surgery, but I was really worried. I was really nervous. You know, Hogglespike is a big part of my childhood. And she fixed him. And look, it's got proper eyes again. It's not flapping. It's brilliant. So my question here is this simple. You know, it may sound silly, it may sound stupid, like you know, like a vloggy waffle, but the bottom line is, what is that one item you have from your childhood, particularly more so back in the day, like when you were really young, that you still have, and you absolutely have such an attachment to it that you could not bear to be parted with it. You know, from it, I should say. You would not throw it away. You would not, you know, donate it to charity, which is a good thing. I'm not saying it isn't. Just, you couldn't, you know, it still means so much to you. Mine is Hogglespike. What is yours? Anyway, oh, that was a loud lip slappy noise. What is yours? And I would love to hear it, if you even have one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.